Alright, budget magic time. Playing some Miracle Grow in standard. And we'll keep this. I mean, we got a lot of creatures. Yeah, I think we just Sanctum and Attune for red. Although, I don't know if we're actually going to play Soulscar Mage next turn. We probably just play Deeproot Champion. Depends on what our opponent's doing. Fetid Pools. Ether Hub. Yeah, I mean, if they got Fatal Push, they got Fatal Push. Run out Deeproot. Yeah, I think this is better than Soulscar, not spend all of our mana. Next turn we can, assuming all goes well, and we don't get our Deeproot Champion killed, we can Soulscar Mage attack, chart the course. Ugh. Gifted Aetherborn. This looks like our deck. Play Spire Bluff. And let's just run out Enigma Drake. Pass the turn. That's a way we can attack at least. Man, this might be exactly our deck. We'll see. The Much Abrew deck from this week. Opponent gets in with Aetherborn. Yep. Hits us. Down to 18. And Champion Wits. Yeah, this does look like our deck. Man, we might just chart the course pre-combat. Depending on what we draw. If we draw a cheap spell, then we won't. But we want to get Deeproot Champion big enough to attack next turn. I think that's important. So if we don't draw a cheap spell, we'll just chart the course, discard a random land, and hope we draw into another spell to get this up to 3 power. Opponent pitches 2 lands. Sure. Oh, we draw in summon? Alright, that works. So we can just unsummon Gifted Aetherborn. I guess we still have to pre-combat it, don't we? Or not attack with it. Maybe that's better. You know what? We're just going to do it. Chart a course. Discard Island. Play Ether Hub. Attack for 6. Yeah, opponent's going to chump. Champion of Wits isn't a bad one to have in the graveyard anyway. Run out Soulscar Mage, pass the turn. Soulscar Mage is actually pretty good against this Gifted Aetherborn. Lets us trim it down to 0 power, so it's not gaining life and not killing our stuff with Death Touch. Siphoner for our opponent. Oh, this is not our deck. We did not have Siphoners. Maybe this is just Sultai Energy? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I would guess they just Aetherborn. Yeah, there's Aetherborn. Opponent passes. We draw a land. Well, let's just attack with everything. Plan on shocking Aetherborn after blocks. Yeah, opponent blocks. So shock Aetherborn. And then chart a course, number 2. Man, our miracle is growing. We're up to 5 power. Ooh, that's a good one. Play the land, pass the turn. Those were 2 good cards to draw. Blossoming Defense protects us from a Fatal Push here, and we're actually getting pretty close to just closing out this game. This deck is actually seeming pretty sweet. We're actually seeing some super Deeproot Champion value this game. Another Gifted Aetherborn. That's a bit annoying. Another Gifted Aetherborn. Also annoying. Opponent gets in with the Siphoner. Yep. Well, what can we draw here? Lightning Strike's a start, so let's opt. Get some triggers. Does this do it? +3, and 3. Yeah, I think that does it. So, Blossoming Defense, Enigma Drake. Get some triggers. Attack with Enigma Drake. And Blossoming Defense, Enigma Drake. Whew! Not bad. Not bad. And that's 12. Man, our opponent had the draw, too. They had 3 Gifted Aetherborns. And our Deeproot Champion, 8 power, Enigma Drake, winning the game. That was pretty good. Oh, this deck is actually pretty sweet. Wow. All right, go down Sensors on the play, or on the draw. Go up the Braids, run it like that. Still not exactly sure what our opponent's doing, but man, this deck is fun. It is fun. All right, this is pretty reasonable. Mostly because of Chart a Course. Swamp for our opponent. And passes. Well, Mountain, Soulscar Mage, pass the turn. No Fatal Push. Alright, no Fatal Push. Around Catacombs for our opponent. And Aetherborn. Well, unfortunately, I really want to chart a course, but play the land. I think we just have to kill the Aetherborn, get in for 2. Hit our opponent. Down to 18. Hopefully next turn we can chart a course. I mean, we can definitely chart a course. Hopefully we knew it for full value. Opponent passes. Unsummon. Well, get in with Soulscar Mage. Hit our opponent. Opponent takes it. Yeah, let's chart a course. Opponent cycles. That's fine. Play a mountain. Another Soulscar Mage. Now our mana situation is actually pretty bad. We were hoping to hit a land there. Now we can't even chart a course. Or unsummon. So unless we draw mana, we're actually in pretty bad shape. And Attune with Ether doesn't do it. There's Hostage Taker. Yep. Opponent passes. Yikes. Well, our mana's coming back to bite us here. We were trusting that chart a course was going to get us there, but it is not going to by the looks. Island for our opponent. Liliana, Death's Majesty. Makes a zombie. Yeah, I think things are just spiraling out of control. Opponent passes. Yup. This is a deck that really needs one real dual land to function. Opponent casts our Soulscar Mage. Plays an Ether Hub. Makes a zombie. I just don't think we can beat the zombies here. Gets in with Hostage Taker. Fine. Yikes. Well, there's our dual land, but oh man, it's just way too slow. Pass the turn. I think things would have went pretty much very differently if we had hit a dual land off of that chart the course. Or even any non-red land. But I don't think there's a way we can win from here. Opponent gets in for 6. We are in the play for game 3, which is nice. Man, opponent's got a million Scarab Gods. We really need to win before those come down. Siphoner. Attune. Yeah, there's nothing we can really do from here. We just don't have a way to get through that horde of zombies. Alright. On to sideboarding. Do we change anything? I don't think they have that many spells. Maybe go down Invigorated Rampage for a Censor. Try it like that. Alright. We're on the play for game 3. And I guess we can keep this since we have Attune. So Ether Hub. I think we attune for red. Our mana is still a bit awkward, but we do have 2 activations of Ether Hub for any color. Deadlands for our opponent, and passes. Well, let's opt, see if we can find something. I think to the bottom would chart a course. More ops. Alright, pass the turn. Opt would be a great draw if we had colored mana. I'm a little nervous about spending our last energy, but I think we have to, unfortunately. Opt. Defense to the bottom. A Deep Root Champion we can't cast. Oh dear. Oh dear. Those ops did not save us, even with the double scry to the bottom. Drown Catacombs for our opponent. Now our mana situation is dire. Unsummon. Oh no. Well, I guess we just shock our opponent's face. Pass the turn. Another Deadlands for our opponent. Just runs out a Hostage Taker. Lightning Strike our opponent's face. Alright. Well, you can't win them all. The price you pay for being really low to the ground is occasionally you just don't hit it. It's a bit disappointing that we opted twice and scryed to the bottom and still couldn't find a land, but I guess it's not impossible we steal this game if we just go like land. Enigma Drake has good ways of stealing the game. Opponent's playing Chart the Course. Interesting. And there's a Gifted Aetherborn. Not a land. Well, kill the Aetherborn, but yeah, this one's over. Even with our massive skimping on land, we've seen, what, 17 cards and drawn 2? That's a lot less than even our mana base would dictate. We have 17 and 4 attunes. So, essentially 21 lands. Plus all the scrying and chart the courses and stuff. Champion of Wits for our opponent. I mean, we'll play it out because it's game 3, but having a hard time imagining us winning this. If we could get 2 lands and could Enigma Drake and leave up Blossoming Defense, that would be a realistic path to maybe winning the game. But without that, alright, play Soulscar Mage. Without that, we just can't do it. Well, pass the turn. Opponent, tanking on our turn for some reason, has the Fatal Push. Yeah, this one's pretty over. Opponent gets in for 4. Yep. So we're down to 12. I mean, I guess if we draw a blue source, we can just run out Enigma Drakes and cross our fingers. That's all we really can do. There's a Scarab God for our opponent. There's a blue source. And I run out Enigma Drake. My hope here is very small. Oh man, we so had this game too. If we had hit our lands, whoo, we would have had this pretty handily. As soon as we see a removal spell, yeah, it's over. Alright, well, not gonna get the 5-0. Oh, that is sad. Well, we got to see the insane explosiveness of the deck in Game 1, and then Game 2 and 3, especially Game 3, just, it wasn't meant to be this time. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes you just don't get your the cards you need. Thanks for watching the video. If you're subscribed, make sure to hit that bell icon to get notifications for all the latest videos. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you can find the next video right here.